September 11th, 2001, just another Tuesday morning, right? Sipping coffee, dodging traffic, maybe arguing with your neighbor about their loud dog. Then, kaboom, the world flips upside down. This, my friend, is the wild tale of 9/11, a day that rewrote history faster than you can say extra shot of espresso. We're not just rehashing the tragedy today. Oh no, we're diving headfirst into the curious bits. How it all went down, why it happened, and the head-scratching mysteries that still have folks debating over their third beer at the pub. By the end of this, you'll see 9/11 through a whole new lens. The ordinary that turned extraordinary. Picture this. September 11th, 2001. It's 8:46 a.m. in the Big Apple. Blue skies so clear you'd swear they were photoshopped. Everyone's in their daily groove, commuting, daydreaming, or yelling at cabbies. Then, wham! American Airlines Flight 11 smashes into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. Jaws drop. People on the street freeze, thinking, what in the world? Pilot error? Bird strike? Gremlins? But wait, 17 minutes later, United Airlines Flight 175 barrels into the South Tower. Now it's crystal clear. This ain't no accident, my friend. This is war on American soil. In the next 90 minutes, chaos unfolds like a Hollywood thriller. Flight 77 slams into the Pentagon, leaving a fiery scar on America's military heart. Flight 93, headed for Washington, is heroically brought down in a Pennsylvania field by passengers who said, "Not today, villains." By 10:28 a.m., both towers crumble to dust. In under 2 hours, nearly 3,000 lives are lost. It's the deadliest terrorist attack ever. Who was behind it? The U.S. government wastes no time pointing fingers at Osama bin Laden and his crew, Al-Qaeda. But who's this guy anyway? A Saudi-born zillionaire with a grudge. Founder of Al-Qaeda, a group hell-bent on shaking up the West. Fun fact alert, back in the 1980s he fought Soviets in Afghanistan. And get this, the CIA tossed some cash and weapons his way. Talk about a plot twist, my friend. The attackers? 19 guys, mostly Saudis, trained by Al-Qaeda to pull off a stunt so bold it sounds like a rejected movie script. They learned to fly jumbo jets, slip past airport security, which, let's be real, was basically show up and smile back then, and execute a plan tighter than a New York minute. But here's where it gets spicy, my friend. How did these dudes pull this off without anyone noticing? Was U.S. intelligence napping on the job? Spoiler, they kinda saw it coming. Stick with me. The warnings nobody heard. Months before 9/11, red flags were popping up like subway rats. The CIA had whispers of a hijacking plot. Yep, planes as weapons. The FBI clocked some of the attackers acting shady, like taking how to fly a 747 classes with zero interest in landing. Even allies like France and Germany were like, yo, America, something's up. But somehow, my friend, nobody connected the dots. The 9/11 Commission report later called it a failure of imagination. Translation, we couldn't fathom terrorists turning planes into missiles. Skeptics, though, aren't buying it. They're sniffing around for something juicier. Maybe even a cover-up. Which leads us to the conspiracy theories. Since 2001, 9/11 has spawned more theories than a sci-fi convention. Controlled demolition theory. Some say the towers fell too neatly, like a Vegas hotel implosion. Scientists roll their eyes, explaining jet fuel burns at 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit, weakening steel and causing pancake collapses. Still, the doubters are like, sure, Jan. Inside job theory. A wilder crowd claims the U.S. government knew and let it happen to justify wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. But the idea lingers like a bad cologne. Pentagon puzzle. Why so little footage of Flight 77 hitting the Pentagon? Officials say cameras weren't pointed at the crash site. Conspiracy buffs squint and whisper, convenient. Are these theories legit? Probably not, my friend. But they show how 9/11 cracked public trust like a dropped iPhone screen. Plus, who doesn't love a good mystery? The aftermath that changed the world. Post 9/11, the U.S. went full action movie mode, launched the war on terror, kicking off with Afghanistan 2001 to smoke out Al-Qaeda. Invaded Iraq 2003 on shaky weapons of mass destruction claims. Oops. birthed the Department of Homeland Security, because nothing says safe like a new bureaucracy. Rolled out the Patriot Act, turning surveillance into a 24/7 reality show. Air travel? Forget packing shampoo. TSA checkpoints, no-fly lists, and take off your shoes became the new normal. Geopolitically, the world spun into a new orbit, and we're still feeling the aftershocks, the legacy of 9/11. Over 2 decades later, 9/11 is still the ultimate where were you when moment. It sparked endless debates. Security versus freedom. How much privacy are we cool with losing? Trust versus fear. Can we ever fully trust the official story? War versus peace. Did we fight the right battles? It revolutionized intelligence sharing, inspired Oscar-worthy documentaries, and turned Ground Zero into a global pilgrimage site. But here's the kicker, my friend. One day rewrote history so hard, we're still untangling the threads. On September 11th, 2001, the world hit pause, and when it hit play again, nothing was the same. Not our skies, not our trust, not even our Wi-Fi passwords. Okay, maybe that's a stretch. If this wild ride through 9/11's twists and turns got your brain buzzing, smash that like button, subscribe for more history deep dives that'll make your head spin, and drop a comment. Do you buy the official story, or are you team, there's more to this?